Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome indeed to another edition of Titans Talk right here on the Mark Moses Show as we're going to talk all things Eastern Florida athletics. And today we got to talk some basketball as the Titans, they are 6-2 on the early season. They're going to kick off a big 3-game road trip this weekend. We're now joined by the head basketball coach, Zach Ferrell. Coach, how you doing today?
Doing great. Doing great. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, appreciate coming on. You guys lost, I'm sorry I have to say this, 88-81 a couple weekends ago there against South Georgia Tech. Let's start there. What happened in that basketball game, Coach?
Yeah, we were up there for their classic. We played the night before. East Georgia won pretty big, but we had played South Georgia Tech in our classic the weekend before. So the weekend before we played South Georgia Tech on the Saturday and had a pretty good comeback at the start of the second half to win that game by 3. And so this was the rematch at their place and did well. It was a 2-point game under 2 minutes to go and just didn't quite get the stops that we needed to be able to get over the hump. And they were able to make the plays that they needed to make to win the game. But it definitely exposed some things that we need to get better at. And good early season true road game test against a really good team. A team that started out the year beating Chipola, who's top 15 in the country. And so a really good team with good talent, and learning from that experience will really help us down the stretch.
You talk about that first half then where you get out to the slow start, they jump on you guys. Do you take a positive from your team? You came out, like you said, second half, and you guys made it a game with 2 minutes to go.
Absolutely. I mean, I think our guys have a lot of fight in them. I think there's no quit in them. We're just trying to get them to play like that, full 40 minutes. Like we got to put it all together, not have any lulls. We've been able to climb out of some of those throughout the year and withstand them. But like when you go against a team as good as South Georgia Tech or like what we're playing this weekend, you're going to dig yourself into holes you just can't get out.
Do you hate the time off where it's just like, all right, like you just played 2 games in a row in 2 days, then you're sitting there for a week practicing? Do you hate that as a coach?
I think it fell on a good week in the fact that like it was Thanksgiving week. And I think it's good sometimes for our kids to be able to like it's good for their mental health to be able to take some days. We took Thanksgiving and the day before off, and so we had some really great practices. We were able to implement some new things. We were able to like really work on ourselves in the middle of the season without the game prep for the next team. So I think it was really beneficial for us. Now, you could talk to me on Monday and maybe we're way more rusty on Saturday than I thought, and I might have a different opinion, but like I think that it was good for us at this time.
All right, your number one scorer, I believe, I got to make sure I have this right, Sean Register Jr., 24 a game. Last 2 games, 37 in the loss, 29 in the win right before that. What has he brought to the table for you guys to help you win basketball games?
Yeah, I mean, Sean's just like he brings it every day. And he's just a smart and savvy basketball player. I would say that we certainly run stuff for him to take advantage of his strengths and then advantages, but he goes hard at the offensive glass and gets extra points there. He gets fouled and goes to the free throw line. He can step out and make threes. Like he just finds ways to be productive. And for us now, it's been a lot of scoring and it's definitely been on the glass. And he had kind of a tough fall. He was sick a little bit. He got poked in the eye and was out for a little bit, had to play with some goggles for a little bit, but kind of got really healthy a week before the season started and has really been just on a tear. I mean, he's top 5 in the country in scoring, the only freshman top 5. And he's been great for us, and hopefully he can keep that going for the rest of the year.
Did he like the goggles? You can give us insight. Did he like them?
No, he did not like the goggles. It was not a good. They would fog up. I mean, yeah, it was not a great time for him.
But you got to give him credit. Hey, he went for it, right?
Oh,
Yeah. He
Oh
kept.
yeah, absolutely. He's gonna like whatever the circumstance, he's gonna give it his all for sure.
All right, you as a coach, it appears you go 9 or 10 deep with the roster. I mean, you guys,
Mhm.
I mean, that is a lot of players in the rotation. Do you feel like that's something? Yeah, let's do this, figure out what we got, and help us moving forward as a team.
Yeah, traditionally for me, I've been more of a shorter rotation kind of coach, but I think we've got guys that have really earned it, and we trust all those guys that we put out on the floor for those minutes, and I think that we'll be able to be at our best down the stretch if we're able to maintain that length of a bench.
We talked about Sean scoring 24 a game, but it's not a one man sport. You bring up, all right, that big rotation. Does everyone need to step up and do their role and help this team win basketball games?
Yeah, absolutely. We're not shooting it as well as I think that we're capable of right now. And so I think that'll change. I think our guys are confident and we're really young. We got a lot of freshmen, and I just think that through experience, they'll be more comfortable, more confident, and that'll improve. But no, I believe we have 10 or four guys averaging double digits right now with another one at 9. So I think our guys are sharing the ball and we're scoring it at a good pace. But yeah, we're definitely like, I mean, when we get into a conference play for sure, there we're gonna see a lot of things trying to probably take the ball out of Sean's hands. But really confident in the abilities of everybody else to kind of pick that up and be there.
All right, coach, you guys are 6-2. Like we said at the top, 3 game road trip coming up this month. All right, so what is it? Northwest Florida State College in Tallahassee. Tell us
Mhm.
about this matchup, coach.
Yeah, I mean, huge opportunity for us. This is our very first ranked opponent, Northwest Florida, top 5 in the country, 9-1 or 10-1 now, and probably the most talented team in the country. And so huge the just great opportunity for us to play a top 5 team on a neutral floor. It's in the Panhandle, but it's at Tallahassee. And so great chance for us to come out and be able to show that we can compete with the best in the country. I believe that we belong there and in those conversations. And so now we get an opportunity to kind of show it between the lines.
Is a key after the last loss you guys are coming off of? Hey, we've got to have a strong start. Is that key for your team?
Yeah, I think more than just like a strong start, it's being able to withstand the attention level and like being locked in for 40 minutes. I think that's where we struggle is that we go through lulls in the season and want to see our guys be able to sustain a great level of intensity and focus for 40 minutes.
It's a good point. All right, it's in Tallahassee. I always ask this to every coach. All right, what's the game plan for travel? This is a long drive,
Mhm.
buddy. What are we doing exactly?
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely go up on Friday. We play on Saturday, so we'll practice here. We'll go up on Friday, and we'll make sure we'll get into our rooms. We'll meet. We'll go over things, and we'll get a good night's sleep before we go out there and play. I don't the 5 hour drive before playing the number 5 team in the country. I don't know if that's a recipe for success. So we'll definitely go the day before.
I imagine coach is driving the bus and he's like, look, I'm not driving 5 hours to lose this game. Let's go. Is that what happened, coach?
Yeah, I mean, I think we probably feel like that all the time as coaches. If we're driving the bus, we definitely want to be driving it home with a W.
So in December, again, 3 game road trip. Then you guys are going to be at home on the 15th. Is this one of those things? All right, let's keep grinding. Let's keep going. Let's get ready for conference play. Let's get ready for January. Is that how you try to approach it as a coach?
Yeah, I mean, every single opportunity we get now in December is going to help prepare our team. Where it's going to help prepare us, and it's going to help us learn our team as coaches. And so and I think we've done the schedule, like even Coach Gray, who was here last year, helped put the schedule together. That it's prepared us. We have a good balance on our schedule before we get into the Christmas break to really be prepared to then walk in when we get back into a full conference slate. And so we've got a good mixture of teams. We've played teams from all over the country. And so hopefully by the time we're done with these next 5 games, we're ready to move into Christmas break, and we'll be prepared for conference play after.
Very nice. On a lighter note, your guy SGA with the Thunder, dude,
Yes.
they are 20-1, 20-1. Can they get to 74 wins? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's a possibility. It'll be interesting. The much smarter people inside the NBA and those organizations know kind of the toll that it takes to get to 75 with also trying to win, an NBA championship. So I don't know if they'll adjust after they've, clinched first. But this team is special. I mean, I've watched so many of these Thunder games, and they just play every game like it is the most important game of the season. And you have no let ups. I was listening to the coach the other day. He was like, listen, everything we've done in the past, that doesn't have anything to do with this game today. And so we have to go at this game with every single thing that we got and do the best with that. And they've been able to keep that mindset now for a long time.
20-1 to start my 90s Bulls never did that. And
Yeah.
this kind of, it's crazy. It kind of reminds me of the early 90s Bulls where they're starting to figure this out. And I think the rest of the NBA is like, wait a minute, is this a dynasty? It has the potential. It does. And I'm still waiting for my SGA shoes for the holidays. Okay.
Gotcha.
Coach, I know you guys are busy. Thank you so much for coming on, and good luck with the road trip coming up. All right.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.